Hello everybody, welcome back. Obviously the main topic of today is going to be XRP because everyone loves to know about XRP, as we all love it because we've seen the breakout, it's taking place, the change of behaviour is real, we love it, and it's good. We've got a bit of a boxy territory going on at the moment after this further breakout from the 122 zone. That was the first major resistance. We got rejected from there, and so far on today's, on this week's candle, we've gone from 105 all the way up to 142. Pretty sweet for a week. Again, it's just this is XRP, it's the way it behaves. It will come down at some point. The question is, where is it going to come down from? Is it going to reach the $2 zone? Well, with this kind of power and with the absence of any kind of bearish divergence on the weekly, there's nothing really to be scared of. However, we do have bearish divergence on the money flow index and on the RSI. Now, just before we go further on XRP, I just want to put this to you. So yesterday I was saying there's going to be a bit of a crypto dump party, which I still believe, right? Still believe that to be the case. Got bearish divergence on the RSI on Bitcoin. That'll be cancelled out if we break above this this previous high. Then we'd be looking for higher. The money flow index doesn't have it, so there's plenty of reason to believe that that Bitcoin can break above 100,000. Where it goes from there is a different story. Just got to measure the momentum. Looking at the 4 hourly, the bearish divergence is still in play on the 4 hourly and on the money flow index as well. So you just got all of that to bear in mind when looking at all of this. The weekly still powering on through, but getting quite hot. Bitcoin can get hot. Doesn't mean it's going to pop, especially not at this level. The peaks normally take 95, 95, 95 bearish divergence. What was this one over here? 92. With bearish divergence marking the top. So we're not at a peak, we're not at a top. There is no peak in the market, there is no top. My expectation is that of what I've been saying since last year, that, you know, over a year ago, which is that we're going to break out, we're going to run up, we're going to consolidate throughout this year, we're going to break out towards the end of the year, and we're all going to go up. And that's basically what's happening. So let's get back to XRP where the real fun happens. So yeah, it does look like a temporary peak has been hit for XRP in this boxy zone, which again was navigated mostly by weekly candles, which is better than any other candle, I would say. More robust than a daily. So I'd be surprised to see it break above 145 and hold above there on this particular occasion. And that doesn't mean that over the next couple of weeks we can't make our way up there. We've got to look at, you know, the overall markets and things like that. But yeah, that looks to me like this is the move for the day. That should be it. But if it breaks from here, it can take you straight up towards $2, about 197, which is our previous week high over here, significant high. And then once you've broken that, new all-time highs seem relatively easy to achieve, and then beyond that. But I don't think XRP is quite ready for that without some kind of decent consolidation from this change of behavior. And it is a change of behavior. I'll have to keep focusing on this one because this is what I have been trying to explain to people in the months leading up to this move, that this is the XRP chart. And people, you know, I say XRP is an up-only chart. It's true, it is an up-only chart. So this is one way of looking at it. This makes more sense to look at it on a 12-monthly because it's very neat and tidy when you see it like that. Whoosh, whoosh. And again, you know, I put targets on here of measured moves, you know, $400 or whatever. Yeah. We can all dream, can't we? The point I'm trying to put across here is that this is a change of behavior. This is a change of behavior. It's a change of behavior. Okay, so everybody hates on XRP until it rallies, and then they hate it more. I get DMs all over the place. Is it too late to? Yes, too late. You buy low, you sell high. Okay, buy low, sell high. I'm trying not to be snide here, but it's true. You've got to buy low to sell high. And we were always debating. I was saying, look, you know, if you're looking to get in on XRP, you know, it's been accumulating for 6 years at around 51 cents. If you'd have bought 51 cents, you'd be pretty happy with yourself now. And I imagine you'll be quite happy with yourself, you know, in a year from now when it's all sold and done and dusted. But, you know, is it going to pull back from here? Well, again, you know, looking at the daily, bearish divergence across the board, pushing up to a major resistance. It can obviously go higher because people buy with their emotions. You know, that's what they do. Oh, I've missed out. I must buy. Hang on a minute. How much is the house worth? Let's remortgage. Put it all into XR. No! So if we do consolidate from here, or Bitcoin pulls back into the 80s, which is More than possible. I'm not going to say likely. It's more than possible. Where's the 200? Where's the 20 moving average? It's down here around 81 cents. Okay, you can have wicks even lower than that, obviously, and the 200 exponential with the golden cross is down here back at 60 cents. You think it can't happen, but it can. This peaked over here, didn't it? And we rallied, and then we dropped by 72% all the way down to, oh my god, 51 cents. You've got to be joking, right? 51.5 cents. That makes no sense at all. It makes perfect sense. That's the centre of the accumulation zone for the last 6 years. So, I'm not saying that it's going to come down to 51.5 cents. Those of us who own XRP are happy to hold, I'm sure. Because the overall projection is this, and this is the better way to look at it. You know, try not to get shaken out of a volatile asset like XRP. It goes up, it goes down, but right now, if you were to ever have bought it, it would have been in the last year, in the last few months leading into this apex, which, again, historically, when it breaks significantly, and I mean absolutely significantly. New all-time highs are almost guaranteed here, but are they going to happen this week, next year, when? I don't know when, but it looks like they are going to happen. Based on that yearly chart, this next 12 months will lead to a new all-time high on XRP. But recognise the bearish divergence, that's all I'm saying. 4-hourly bearish divergence on both money flow and on RSI. It doesn't mean that it's finished at all, absolutely not. It just means that there's a slowing of momentum, a slowing of money flow, and the price action is ripping through. The reason for this is because the sell walls are all down here. They've been down here in this sort of in this area for a long time, right? And I've been trying to explain, trying to talk people through it. Now, some people get it, some people don't. Nobody knows as well, so you got to hold your hands up and say, I don't know. This is my expectation of what XRP is doing. It's going to be breaking out at some point towards the end of the apex, which is what we're seeing now, and then go to a new all-time high, which is hopefully what we're going to see. Yeah, within the next 8 months or so, and those targets of first of all $3.50, $5, $10, $14, $27, $400,000 million. I don't know, but it's the change of behaviour is the thing to focus on, and that's the key. Looking at XRP when it finally reaches a peak, it's no different to anything else. You have a massive read, you have a bearish divergence read, marking a peak. You have a massive read, you have a bearish divergence read, marking a peak. On a weekly, okay, weeklies are so important when it comes to navigating roughly a top. But because it's a weekly, it means that candles close every week. So you have to have an educated guess as to where you're happy to take profit. Again, most of us have been buying XRP in these areas down here, so whether it peaks here, or at 400,000 billion, quazillion, shazillion, vervillion dollars, it doesn't really matter. We accumulated effectively. And for me personally, I haven't bought XRP in a long time. I trade XRP with perpetual futures, like coin futures. And so every time I make a trade and it's a successful one, I get more XRP, stick it into the cold wallet and leave it. I'll be taking that out of the cold wallet, I would imagine, relatively soon, within a few months or so, getting ready to dump all of that onto the market, because I'm going to create one of these red candles myself with the amount of XRP that I've generated over the last 5 years. Anyway, that being that, it is what it is. This is a temporary resistance, and what do you expect to happen at resistance? A pullback, rejection. That's always what you expect. It's a motto that you should hold on to. You've got to hold on to that. What do you expect to happen at resistance? Expect rejection. We got that on the last resistance. We'll probably get it on this one, but a series of higher highs, higher lows is fine. And again, just to reiterate, this is no dissimilar to all the other altcoins, one of the better ones, to be honest with you. Golden crosses, simples and exponentials with a trend signal, which is all still in play, far away from being cancelled out. Now, the idea here is that this cheeky span has to close inside the price action to cancel the trade out. So we've got 19 days, to remain above $1.12. We've got 26 days to get it to be above $1.40, and so we are looking for general continuation, but that's not without big pullbacks and continuation. This is a volatile beast now. This is XRP is performing the way we expected it to perform. The Bitcoin pair could easily go up another 16%, and even that, it could even go up another 42 towards 43% where it hits this 200 exponential or simple, which have always proved to be a problem with it. This is a down-only chart, by the way, obviously, on the Binance's chart, so recognize the resistance at 200 simple and 200 exponential. 200 simple is approaching at 1,638 sats, and then we've got just short of 2,000 sats as well to go before we hit that. Again, bearish divergence over here on the money flow index, and quite significantly hot read on the RSI, which in this instance still gives some bearish divergence leading into that move. This one not so much, unfortunately. So there is a bit of a handle on it, I have to say. Expect a little further before it has that big consolidation, but if it does decide to have a big consolidation now, we also shouldn't be too surprised. Most of us, again, have our eyes on the prize, which is the long-term view, which is that this is, this is a candle that represents a year, and so we might see the peak this year. That's how it often happens, but it may continue. Things are different, and it's not the same market as it used to be, or it's not the same XRP that it used to be. And now all those XRP haters that commented on my long-term analysis are, well, I mean, I can imagine how they feel. I should have listened. I should have done the analysis myself. Unfortunately for me, I invested into the furriest, cutest meme coin, which is now 99.99% down, and I could have got into a high liquidity, high utility, professional blockchain token, and I didn't, because I drank the Kool-Aid, and now I'm dead. So that's basically the deal that's going on over here, and it's the same as it always is. I think this period in the market before, we were loving this last bull market, and unfortunately the SEC ruined the show here, limited the availability of the sales, and even with the SEC it still managed to rally up significantly from its low. But recognize what it is that we're seeing here. This is a change of behavior, a significant one that's only happened once before in its life. This is the second time it's ever happened, and this one should be significant. So just relax a little. It's going to be a rocky road. It's going to be a bumpy journey, but it should be a fruitful one for those of us who recognised the setup. And now it's just a matter of time before it reaches new all-time highs and beyond. That does not mean you should buy this candle, all right? Don't buy it unless you're prepared to see it go down before it goes up. We've already measured the moves, haven't we? All right, let's just say from this current piece of price action, we come down to a 220 moving average is 80 cents. Okay, you could even have a wick all the way down to 60 cents. It can happen. All right, it wasn't even that long ago we were down there, and people were saying, "Oh, I want to put a limit order in, but I think 51.5 cents is too high for me. Do you think it can come down to 38?" I said, "Well, there's always a chance of that, but what is your target? Is it higher than where it is right now? If so, sometimes you do have to bite the bullet. All right, bite it. But biting this bullet is a bullet that's flying towards you at bullet speed now, and it's going to be very difficult to bite that one without having your head blown off. So just recognise what I'm saying. I expect much higher long term, but if you haven't bought it at supports, you cannot justify buying it at resistance. This is always the problem. I'm going to get so many DMs when people have bought this up here, and they're going to be saying, "Oh, what shall I do? Shall I sell it now at a loss for a hope that it goes down low? What shall I do? What shall I do?" I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you any of that. These are my trade setups, right? I share them with you every morning. I talk about it on the Telegram. I do the live streams and stuff to help people understand what my trading style is. I am not here to prescribe a trade for you. I'm here to explain mine and the justifications behind it. Right, so that will be that. There is no more to say. Yesterday's video is still a very big reality, looking for a consolidation on Bitcoin, but whether it happens here or at higher, it still looks like it wants to happen. Again, not on a weekly, which means bear market, but on a daily, which means consolidation, which means 85 or thereabouts, perhaps maybe down into the 70s. But don't hold on to that, right? I don't want my analysis, my expectations to shake people out of positions and change their views or whatever. You trade your money the way you want, right? If what I'm saying resonates with you, that's great. But at the end of the day, you're the person, you're the only one who can make your decisions. It's your money. There's nothing I can do. Like I keep trying to explain, I'm just a normal man. I make money out of these markets for a living, but I am just a normal man, and being a normal man means that I have flaws, and I'd make mistakes, and you know, we may not come down today. Not that I'm expecting that, but we may not come down to 85,000 before hitting 120 or something like that. So recognize that I'm just a normal man. And also, just to put it to you, yeah, I trade regularly. However, I've been very vocal about the idea of building a portfolio throughout this consolidation in altcoins for the what I believe to be significant, easy part of the market. Over trading can be your worst enemy sometimes when, I suppose the best way to explain it is when the evidence suggests that much higher prices are going to be given over a 6 to 8 month period now. And yeah, I overtraded the last bull market. You know, I made, you know, there was some trades where I was, you know, just on a spot position. I was like, yeah, I just made 400%. Ooh. But if I'd have left it for another 12 to 18 months, I would have made a 10,000% instead. And I'm aware of that. Now, I do have to trade to bring money into the house, the only income I have, really. So with that, I do have to trade for a living, but I say that there's so much riding at this point now from hodl positions that I really am very keen to allow that to reach full maturity, which wouldn't be until what I would expect next September. But until then, you'll be up and down, side to side. The only place you're not going to go is to the left. Right, so I'll leave it with you there. Nothing much more to say. Good luck out there. It's very fruitful. It's a very exciting time. But we are looking down at what I think the barrel of a gun. And a pullback on Bitcoin of, what was that measured move? If we were to do it from here, that would be a 13%. So you'd be looking for perhaps maybe a 20-30% move down on altcoins to give you the next opportunity to buy low. Can only buy supports. Remember that. You must only buy supports. You cannot buy anything else. You must only buy supports. Never buy resistance. Right, thank you for watching. I hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you on the Patreon live stream tonight, if of course you decide to sign up. Take it easy.